Hey everyone, welcome to your reading. I was guided to do a reading with the energy of summer. So just very quickly, there is haven't done a reading in a while because I'm shifting onto a different purpose mission. So still definitely guiding the collective with ascension, but in very different ways. Today's reading is still for the 144,000, and we're going to tap into, this is so cool. We're going to look into union energy as well, because I know a lot of you have union in mind, which is cool. There's been a shift in the collective. The last reading I did, or the last but one reading I did, was around the full moon in Libra. And there was an energy of like timeline shift or crossroads. So I wanted to do an update on that, as well as looking into the next 2 months. The next 2 months before Leo season, before July, feel very significant. July feels like a totally new beginning, like a totally new totally new vibe. Last week, if you're watching this when it's uploaded, the full moon in Scorpio has been a major test. A lot of psychic attacks, especially on readers. I personally no longer trust certain channelers because they have been there are only a couple of them that are still trust, and those are like the true leaders of the new earth. See, when you're a channeler, your ego can get in the way a lot. You are a vessel, you are a channel, but you're also a human. So if you do not do like regular spiritual hygiene and really self-reflect on the voice that is coming through you, is it the voice of truth? Is it the voice of ego? Is it the voice of illusion? Then you can be very easily swayed by all sorts of like pulled in different directions. Okay, so what is important to know is that like when you are committed to a path of truth, to a path of purpose, to a path of divine union, okay, then definitely keep following the trails of that frequency, despite the whole human conditioning, despite the whole ego, loud voices, despite the whole like conflicting energies, illusions, all of that. It's journey that is really like coming back to the self, coming back to the truth, coming back to your authentic frequency. And when you do so, everything around you aligns with what is real. The next 2 months are going to really set us on a timeline, on the new earth timeline, as the new earth leaders: Hierophant, Justice, and the Ace of Cups. It's also a new beginning in love. Wow, these three feel very significant. It's like Justice is like karma. Karmic timelines have been closed. Done. Hierophant this is like the new earth leaders, the new earth prophets, the new earth visionaries, the new earth trailblazers. And each one of you is going to bring forth this energy in very different ways, right? I have people that I work with that are more connected to like the cosmic realms. I have people who are more earthy than that, who are more into like channeling creativity, who are more into like creating projects and products that are very much helping humanity, but in a way where it doesn't even feel like anything spiritual, right? There are so many different ways that through your authentic vibration, you're going to bring forth your purpose. Okay, this is my mission. This is what I do. Is I help you identify what is uniquely you, uniquely your frequency, and then through your gifts, you can align with your new earth purpose. So I can also identify what's behind the blockages, like what needs to be removed in order for you to clear the path forward. So definitely feels like the path is clear for the new Earth Visionaries to step into their leadership energy even more, right? Some of you have already been walking this path. Some of you are just now aligning to it. There is no competition here. Everyone is on their own timing. And you're still very much ahead of your time. So everything feels like is aligning at the same time. Purpose, mission, union. The energy of union with this Ace of Cups feels very new. I've been channeling in the last reading that for some of you, it could be a new person. For some of you, it could be a whole new energy of like transform of the old energy. It definitely feels to me like the collective that felt like stuck, blocked, like the masculine energies that were very much in the old are moving forward in a big way. And that is wonderful to see in the people I work with, in my own personal life. Like I am just thrilled to see this Ace of Cups energy. This justice energy, it's not the interpretation I usually have, I usually receive, but it feels like truth, clarity, like the sword of truth. I feel like there's so much more clarity with regards to both purpose and like love, divine union. And I want to share this because this is something that has been coming through very strongly for me lately. It's like the kind of love that these partnerships have are going to feel very different than the kind of love that we have been programmed with, right? It feels much more like frequency. What am I saying? Friendship. It's much more like just something that is so natural that sometimes just goes unnoticed. It's not a loud, like serenade under the balcony kind of love, although it may. But what I'm trying to say is that trying to fit these partnerships into something that they're not supposed to be is the recipe for disaster. So with the justice and clarity, I feel like also, especially, okay, so I'm seeing like two sides right now. I'm seeing like two sides coming together because the confusion between them has been removed. What do I mean by that? The more feminine side of the collective has been very much in control, like trying to control how things are unfolding, trying to control because they have been more in tune with this energy of union. And then the masculine collective did not feel like it was a safe space because of the control, right? So what I'm sensing is that the feminine side of the collective is much more like dropping the sword, like dropping the fight, because they have been so much in the energy of fight. But instead of fighting for union, they were fighting the union. So without that energy, it feels like very much like things are aligning naturally. And this is what I'm getting, like that this is definitely the end of, oh yeah, oh totally, okay. This is definitely the end of a cycle. It feels like the more feminine side of the collective is much more focused right now on purpose. This is so interesting. So, and the masculines have much more like love in their mind than the feminines used to. And it's almost like, I've been telling this for a while. It feels like when union is going to click into place, it's not going to feel like this, like drums announcing energy, but more so like, all right, union. Right, you're just gonna be so much in your vibe, so much in your element that is just, it's there. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to like even think about it. It's just there. So I want to see. I'm still gonna do a feminine and masculine energy, and see. Okay, I want to tap into the energy of the next 2 months before Leo season. So I want to see what's the energy in between for counterparts. So fun. It feels very significant. Like from now until July, we are going to align with this potential. And also I want to say, like 2025 is definitely the energy of free will. So definitely if this is a potential that you want to align with, be deliberate about it. Be intentional. Fucking freedom. Okay. Tell them. Freedom. So I was asking what's the energy in between like counterparts right now, and it's freedom. Why? Because the feminine side of the collective has stopped controlling the journey, and it's just very much in an energy of allowing. They don't even care who they're aligning with, right? Who is aligning with their energy. I feel like very much the masculine collective is in charge right now. And as I said, they feel like they're the ones who have love in their mind. Like, look at this being over here. I don't know what it is, but it's like, oh, okay, I have this cup of love. I know what I'm good. Like, they see the path forward. They know what they need to do. Okay, who was I channeling for? Let me do this again. So what's the energy the feminine collective is going to be after these 2 months? Or what is the potential that they're aligning with? It was a child energy. Okay. Some of you is pregnancy. The ruler. The knight. Why is the ruler here? And the child again. And the scientist came through again. I'm going to explain in a bit. I know why these came through, but let's for the masculine energies as well. I feel like shuffling more. Definitely the role of scientist and the child. So the masculines are the knights who are bringing this rose offer towards the feminine collective. In divine timing is what I hear. In divine timing. Because now they feel like they have the freedom to do it, right? They're not in an energy of it's like they feel safe enough to do it. Because I feel like the feminine collective has definitely something very different in mind right now. The ruler, it feels much more like their own, like ruling their own lives, like with regards to purpose. Scientists, I feel like a lot of you are stepping into an energy of research. I know I am. And the child is like, either focusing on like childlike joy or like being connected with a like particular child, as in a starseed. There are a lot of cards that, let me get those. It feels very scattered on the masculine side. We'll see why. Okay, we have the challenger, so definitely feels like there's a challenge energy that they're dealing with. For a year. Okay, let me get 2 more cards for the masculine collective as well, and we're gonna see. The ruler energy is like first person. It's like a return to self. It's like having more authority over your own life and what you're aligning with instead of reaching outside of yourself. Feminine collective. Okay, masculine. The knight feels like movement. Absolutely. This is my card for movement in general. Like they're either moving out of a mental stagnation or they're like moving physically. The innovator. It didn't fall here, so. Like the night energy for me is 100% moving out of stagnation. 1000%. The sage, they're definitely becoming more wise because they have integrated their own feminine wisdom. They are integrating their own feminine wisdom throughout the next 2 months. And what else are they aligning with? Okay, you want me to reverse it? The rebel and the father. I mean, with the child over there, a lot of them are like thinking that energy of like preparing to become fathers, or like the father energy. Totally. Okay. The father energy, I think it's more so speaking about being responsible, whether that is for like a collective, a project, something like they have that energy of responsibility that doesn't feel forced. Like it feels like freedom. It feels like something that like their soul wants to do, right? Because in the old Earth, I feel like they were tied to a lot of responsibilities that were not genuine, that they did not feel good about it. And we have last card, we have the warrior. So with the warrior over here, I feel like this is so beautiful. What I'm hearing is that they're definitely fighting the good fight, which means that they're going to be a warrior of love. And by that, I don't mean the romantic love. I mean like empathy, compassion. They're going to fight for love on this planet, freedom. They're going to be warriors of freedom. And this is something that I read, like it was an interesting quote that I read recently. It's like when truth and love come together, masculine and feminine, because the more truth you bring into your life, the more you can see with clarity justice, the more you can see with clarity where the love actually is. When you are in illusions and in the ego mind, it's like it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to lose sight of what really matters. And with this Ace of Cups over here, it's like Ace is the biggest cup in the deck, right? It's the biggest, most pure love. It's the beginning, right? Unaltered, untainted. And I feel like the warrior here clearly sees, and even like the white roses, this feels like purity. It's like, I'm going to fight for the pure. I'm going to fight for like almost like a childlike energy. It's like fighting for what they've always wanted, and no longer getting in their own way. There's a lot of wisdom that is going to come through within the next 2 months. Their emotional body is getting unfrozen, unstuck. They're definitely going to have, I'm hearing immense clarity with regards to like their emotional body. Their emotional body. With this sage over here, it's like I'm almost seeing like a piece, a part of themselves that they have rejected. It's like coming back, and they're integrated that like feminine nurturing aspect of themselves that they have rejected. And as a result of them rejecting that within themselves, they have rejected it externally. But they're no longer going to do that. Like, gosh, this energy feels like very masculine, very like fast forward, very but again, in a way that doesn't feel forced, in a way that feels like freedom. It feels like the ultimate freedom. It feels like I hear it's going to feel uncomfortable for the feminine collective because they have been so used to controlling this energy, not in a way where it's like distorted, but in a way where it's because of so much uncertainty, because there was like no movement, because of everything that we've been through on this journey. It's like we're used to carrying the weight of it, and now it's like all of a sudden we are aligning with things that are just natural. Right, a lot of you are like here like to be in this mother energy. Others are meant to bring forth like this like new knowledge for the new earth. Scientists. And then rulers. This really feels like self-directed. Like a lot of you have been with like taking your power back from energies around you. Let me see. I want to see what's this scientist energy. Oh, okay. We had the moon in the reverse. I'm gonna lose. But it feels like okay. Scientist, it feels like occult stuff. Like I just saw 1222. Okay. It feels like something that is yet to be revealed to you, like a field of study, a field of ancient wisdom, a lot of ancient wisdom, and a lot of like gifts. Like the scientist, it feels like someone who's like here reverse engineering reality for whatever reason. It feels very like the energy of the scientist more than anything feels like dedicated to something. Okay, doesn't have to be science. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It doesn't have to be creative. It doesn't have to be. Okay, what's the energy that we should expect for the feminine collective over the next 2 months? So this is the potential that we're aligning with, but let's see, is there anything in between that we are guided to focus on? The lovers, the king of the lovers again. So there could be a choice for the feminine collective. There's a choice in love. It really depends on who is aligning with this energy. Like, it's like it's no longer in your control. It never was. 10 of Cups, beautiful energy. 9 of Swords in the reverse, absolutely, like totally. Gosh, I can't wait to read this energy. Okay. And the High Priestess. Okay. You are 100% headed towards the 10 of Cups, wish fulfillment. There's no doubt. Just so 2-2. The Lovers is a choice, but it's going to lead you to your 10 of Cups. Nevertheless, like no matter what you choose, this feels like partnership energy. The 9 of Swords is the end of anxiety. You are out of this energy. You are out of the energy of not knowing, like lack of certainty around like maybe who's your partner. That's going to be revealed to you 1000% within the next 2 months, 1 to 2 months, with the 21 over here. 1 to 2 months. Absolutely. So by Leo season, this is all going to be aligned. Like this 9 of Swords screams to me like it's the end of the anxiety. Like partnership is really going to be something that is part of your new reality, and like the wish fulfillment is definitely here. And for the masculine collective, the Knight, the Sage, the Warrior, I must say the energy feels very calm. Like grounded, calm. It doesn't feel like a like a rushed energy, even though the movement is here. It feels grounded, it feels stable, it feels clear, it feels thought out, planned out. And there's, okay, I'm getting a little bit of energy of regret from the masculine collective. Like, I'm getting tears. Like, fuck, I wish I didn't spend too much time in this 2 of Swords energy, like crossroads, not knowing, too much in my mind. Like, I feel like there's an energy of she's always been there. It's gonna feel very, like, it's gonna feel quite emotional. With this Sage over here, it's like the more they're integrating their emotional body, they're definitely coming out of this energy of 2 of Swords. Like, okay, what should the masculine collective expect for the next 2 months, and how are they aligning with this energy? Ooh, 3 of Pentacles, partnership, collaboration. Yeah, those very 6 of Wands, victory. So it feels very significant that, you know, the guy has like the hand on their heart. It's like, I'm hearing victory is like the heart has won over the mind. 4 of Pentacles is stability, Hermit. Okay, let me get the last card. King of Swords. Ooh. It's like the energy is peace, calm, like calm, maybe too calm. Like I don't want to channel into it, but it's like it just feels like it is. What else do we need to know? Ace of Wands, new passion beginning. Wow, this is beautiful energy. Wow. Okay, this is a version of the masculines that hasn't. Okay. Totally. Ace of Wands. Like, I'm almost seeing someone who's like, oh, this is so gorgeous. Okay. It's like their heart has been blocked. Their heart space has been blocked. Their emotional body has been frozen. And I feel like once they open up to this energy, once they integrate this energy, this sage, this wisdom, this feminine aspect of themselves, it's like it almost feels like visceral, like in a way, like reborn energy, passionate about life again, excited. And it's a version of them that they haven't been since childhood is what I'm hearing. It's like, you know, when you're like a child and you spend days without like even worrying about the rest of the world, right? And you are just in this warrior energy, like you want to rule the world, and then you go out into whatever is called the real world, and you start realizing that, well, it's not that simple. And over time, you just lose this passion, you lose connection with the things that you truly care about, because the world, it's like mocks you or trying to prevent you, or there's all these limitations that are in the way, and you start weakening your connection to that sense of victory. Like, I want to win at this, I want to win at life, because it's like, what's the point? And this is something that, again, it's not I'm not talking about like masculine as in like vessel. I connect with this energy as well. 100%. Like, this is the masculine energy within us all. You're going to start definitely seeing like why, like your why, like, why do I want to win at life? Why do I want to do this? Like, there's going to be like a passion that is unmistakably yours, unique to you. And I'm it feels so pure. Like, I'm literally seeing like a young child, a young man, and it's young boy, and it's that kind of pure energy of like, I want to protect the feminine. That's the most important. Like, I want to protect the feminine. Like, I want to protect the heart of Mother Gaia, the heart of my own heart, and the heart of my own feminine as well. And it's very gentle. like very, very gentle energy, very pure, very again, I'm reading into a little bit of an energy of regrets for not doing this sooner, for not seeing it sooner, for being stuck in unserving beliefs, dynamics, environments, or distorted projections over the truth, the realness of the situation. But with the free, I feel like this is mostly freedom from the mind. Freedom from the mind. And the energy that they're aligning to. So what we've been asking is like, what's the energy that we're aligning to towards the summer season? And it's definitely an energy of limitless possibility and freedom. It says boundless expression and bold exploration. Like, I feel like this passionate energy is going. I feel like the masculine collective has been in an energy of like a bit of like hindered expression, like stagnation, like stuck, like and you know, courage comes from the heart, right? Even the root of the word, I think in Latin is like core, like the heart. Okay, so courage comes from the heart, from doing something that is aligned with your heart. So this warrior energy definitely is like they're really oh, it's color matched. It definitely feels like they're okay, I'm going to end with this. It definitely feels like reconnecting with that raw power, with that raw strength, that raw masculine energy of warrior, which is not the one who goes to war to like kill and create destruction in the world. That's not external power, but it's like the warrior is when you're so connected with your what's most important to you, becoming clear about it, the justice, and creating a life of freedom around it. But because you are so committed to your own heart, that this warrior energy is just going to come out of you. It's like it's not force. It's not. It's like unquestionable is what I'm hearing. So I feel like there was maybe an energy of the feminine collective trying to like convince them into it, like be the emperor, become the emperor, blah blah blah, all of that. A little bit of like it may have been coming out of a place of lack of trust, which even though it came from good intentions, like the energy that is felt is like mistrust. But now I feel like the feminists have let like their hands are off the journey. So God is really taking over. The justice is like my God card as well. And we even have the Hierophant. Wow. This is also a commitment. But most importantly, I feel like they have, because they feel this freedom coming from you, they can align with their own truth. They can align with their own passion, their own Ace of Wands, their own, like, what do they want to feel victorious in? How do they feel that they're winning at life? And they're going to partner up with that energy in the physical, Three of Pentacles, because they're so sure, because they have this clarity within. And I'm hearing like this is an energy that you have never seen them in, even themselves. And I really feel it. Like I feel it. It's the one that you have seen in them all along. Feminine collective, like this energy of freedom, like a free masculine energy, freedom. And again, in your own self as well, right? In your own self-expression of who you are here to be. But if this connects to a masculine, it's like so pure. Again, like this energy of purity is like really coming through, like so pure and yet strong and yet reliable and yet powerful and yet like having a sense of direction. With the Knight over here, it's like they've been in stagnation because they were like not sure what they're like, is this the path, is not the path, blah 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 blah. And it's like the mind was getting in the way. Now they have freedom from the mind. Something is like there's going to be a breakthrough. I'm curious, then give me a timeline for this breakthrough. Give me a timeline. I'm getting like it's already happening. Like it's almost like they're sinking into a warm bath. It's like it's gonna become more and more part of them. But what triggered Two of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Wands, Summer. Can you be more specific? 6 weeks. Seven, 6 to 7 weeks. King of Wands again, like what? Why are you here? Yeah, in 6 to 7 weeks is like they're definitely going to be in the King of Wands energy, like a lot of passion, unfrozen, unstuck, like no more stagnancy. 6 to 7 weeks are like it. Like they're gonna be able to rely on their intuition. They're gonna know. They're gonna see things very clearly. Again, 6 of Swords. Yeah, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. And the Sun is Leo energy. But it's gonna be before that. 100%. 5 of Swords again, like 5 to 7 weeks. 5 to 7 weeks. By July, they're going to be like they're already going to be in this energy. Like that's what's currently unfolding. Like it's already happening. Like a lot of them are start to reconnect with their pure energy, with their pure like childlike energy. Not childlike, it feels like immature, but like their pure state, their pure energy of warrior. But not in a way where it feels like they are assuming a role, but more so like I'm doing this because it's my purpose, because it's what I'm connecting with, is what brings me, like what breathes life into me. And then the partnership is just going to unfold. It's going to be like unmistakable is what I'm hearing. What an amazing freaking energy. Right. So I enjoy the summer season for sure. I am so happy to see this energy. Definitely stay connected to this frequency, stay connected to these higher timelines, allow them to unfold organically, allow them to... With the Hierophant over here, I'm seeing like higher authority. Like there's a higher authority at play that's orchestrating everything. But definitely what's important to know is that like there is a switch, like the masculine collective definitely has like, this is a lot of love energy, like heart energy. They have heart in their mind, and the feminine is more so like having a lot of clarity around the journey, having a lot of clarity, like both sides, okay? But more so it's like it feels much more like rational over here and much more like emotional over here. So there's a balance coming through that is rooted in freedom of the mind, freedom to go and choose your heart, freedom to go for again, King of Wands, gosh. Go towards freedom. Go towards the thing that most lights up your soul. Wow. Okay. Take care, dear ones.